our exhibit.
Can you see? How you can see? Can you see? Yeah, look up. Where are those things, girl? I'm trying to remember. He's smaller than you. How can you see? Okay. He goes totally.
Alright, so as you're making your way down, we are going to get started our feeding presentation for this afternoon. So we're going to see
Swallow the whole thing.
getting started over there by the deep end of the exhibit. But before we talk about what they do, I want to introduce you guys to our penguins. We have 18 African black-footed penguins here at Adventure Aquarium, and therefore these guys are from the southwest coast of South Africa, all of those hot beaches, and even some of the islands right there off the coast as well. Now that surprises a lot of people, because what do you guys usually think of when you think of penguins?
Cold.
Cold, that's right. Whenever you guys think of penguins, you're thinking of the cold, possibly even ice and snow. But actually, out of 17 different species of penguins, only 2 of them permanently live in Antarctica year-round. That's the emperor penguin and the Adelie penguin. There are a few other species of penguins that migrate, and they travel to the cold weather for part of the year, but then they always come back up close to the equator again. So actually, out of that 17 different species of penguins, most of them are warm weather penguins like these guys here, and they prefer it nice and hot. So the summertime here in New Jersey is actually the ideal weather for them. They can tolerate temperatures anywhere from 70, 80, 90, even over 100 degrees. It's actually the winter time where we have to take extra special care of our penguins because their bodies are not well adapted to keeping themselves warm. They're adapted to keeping themselves cool. So if the weather drops below 30 degrees or if there's too much ice and snow outside, what we have to do for our penguins, we have a couple things that we can do to help them out. First, what we may do is pull up some mats from inside and lay it out on the deck here for them so they can stand on the mats and not the frozen ground. Also, what we can do is give them access to the building, so we'll leave the door propped open, so if they want to, they can go inside that heated building and get out of the cold winter weather for a little while. But if the conditions are just too harsh outside and we have really, really cold days and lots of ice and snow, our African penguins cannot come outside at all. They are inside for the entire day. Again, because these guys are warm weather penguins. Their bodies cannot help them stay warm outside, so the cold weather is not good for them. So a couple ways that you can tell they are warm weather penguins just by looking at them. One is you may notice most of them have bright white stomachs and then they have a single black band going across. This is a characteristic of all warm weather penguins, which usually have 1 or 2 of these black bands. Also, if you may notice on some of our penguins, they have a very distinct patch of pink skin right above their eye. And this is what they use to regulate their internal body heat, what we call a heat vent. Now, whenever we get hot, we can sweat. If the dog gets hot, they pant. But these guys can't do either one of those things, so they're going to use that heat vent instead. So what happens is when the blood circulates through their body, it's going to come up to this bare patch of skin, and it's going to let off all that excess heat, and then it's going to get cooled off again by the cold water and the cold wind, then recirculate back to their body and help keep them cool. Since again, these are African penguins, they are warm weather penguins, and again, they like to live where it is very, very hot. So as you can see, we have started our feed for this afternoon. This is the 3rd and final feed of the day for our penguins. And Jen is our feeder. If everyone can say hi to Jen.
Hi, Jen.
Give her some encouragement up there. All right, and a very hard name for you guys to remember, Jen is also our recorder. So everyone say hi to Jen.
Hi, Jen.
All right, now according to our penguins, these guys have the 2 most important jobs at the aquarium because they do dish out breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day for these guys. So again, this is the 3rd and final feed for them. Now penguins are self-regulators, which means they're only going to eat when they are hungry. As soon as they are full, they stop eating. They're not like us where we have to have that last piece of chocolate cake after dinner. These guys definitely cut it off as soon as they are full. They're going to start ignoring the bucket. So as you can see, there are a few penguins up there by the bucket who obviously did not get enough to eat at the first 2 feeds. There's also a handful that are kind of straggling back here. They're basically kind of full for the day. They do not need to eat at this 3rd feed. We just offer them 3 different times throughout the day to eat. Now Jen is feeding our penguins out of a big silver bucket. Now what do you guys think she's feeding them? Fish, that's right. We offer our penguins a variety of different kinds of fish. The tiny little silver fish that she throws out to them is called piglet. We also offer them trout and squid. Sometimes, if we're lucky, we get herring and mackerel as well. So we offer our penguins a wide variety of different kinds of things to eat. Now the majority of their diet is made up of that cake blend. This is what they're going to be eating out in the wild. Now penguins don't have to physically drink water water if they're not thirsty. Majority of their water source comes straight from this little fish. We also offer them trout. Like I said, though, the trout is a freshwater North American fish, so this is not something they would be eating in the wild, but it is farm raised. So all of this other stuff that we have for them is wild caught. But if for any reason there was an oil spill or any lack of fish that we can get to feed our penguins, we get that trout for them. This farm raised, we know it's clean, we know it's safe for them. Our penguins absolutely love it. It's an exotic fish for them. It's almost like us with chocolate. We absolutely love our dessert. Our penguins absolutely love their trout. But because of that, we only offer it in small amounts for these guys because it's more of a fatty fish. So we don't want little roly-poly penguins rolling around at them. But they do absolutely love their trout.